are y'all gonna hold it against him because he was mad?
But
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
you can't do that.
Like, no matter what you do, even if you didn't mean it, I feel like if you like a celebrity or you become a celebrity, you should go back and look up everything that you've done in your past and be like.
That's why you finna be booked, cause all this shit on SoundCloud you be posting, that shit is.
I love everybody.
They gonna be like, the Elijah Alexander brand, and they gonna look it up and they gonna see that shit.
Is everybody out there taking the call now? Is this what we doing? Leaving out the show?
Yes, you're next.
Yeah, I actually had to take it.
What's the subject I don't like? I'm gonna walk out again.
Sex trafficking you didn't like? Sex trafficking you didn't like?
Terrell doesn't want to talk about
serious
stuff that's like real.
Do you not have an opinion on everything that's going on?
Not really. Well, I do, but I don't want to say it because a lot of people disagree with me.
Okay, speak.
They get mad about it when I speak how I speak.
We talk about Terrell, how he has opinions but don't want to speak because he's scared.
No, that's like I'm scared. I was like,
go ahead, say it.
He ain't scared. His opinion might not agree with everybody.
I mean, I'm not.
I don't want your opinion to agree.
I like to debate. So what's T?
How do you feel?
Obviously, I don't want to debate.
How do you feel about sex trafficking, and how do you feel
What
about?
you mean? How I feel about this?
N-word.
I just want to hear your perspective on it. That's all.
Do you care?
That's the first question. Do you care? I don't personally. I don't care. But if you ask me how I feel about it, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like you see, how do you feel about sex trafficking?
I mean,
What
how
does that mean? Like, this question.
Man, I don't care about that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's the CSM?
Born to kill.
bro.
A CSM. Okay.
What?
I don't know.
Anyways, how you feel about it?
I don't know. You said CSM?
No.
What you mean?
Terrell, how you feel about other races using the N-word?
Do you feel like that's real, bro? You feel like black people?
Do you feel like black people are overreacting to certain?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say that because we was talking about that too.
It depends how you use it. Cause like it's when you just say nigger, like for no reason. I might laugh because like that's just random as hell.
Nigger.
But they say God.
That'd be able to Atianna.
I don't care what you do in your personal life, as long as like don't come at me with like no disrespectful stuff.
I don't know.
I did video of like a white dude talking to the car. He's like nigga. That's funny. It's a nigga.
I mean, low-key though, I get it. Like, basically, if you take the stigma against away from it, but then again, if you allow that, then you gotta allow the people flying the Confederate flag.
I don't know about that either.
Like, okay.
I'm from South Carolina. They open
at Waterbury, right? There was a dude I used to work with, and we was joking about some shit. He called me a nigga, and they just caught me off guard because it was like out of context. Like it was like he just said it because I don't know. He was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just say it.
He's like trying to test.
Yeah, trying to test to see if I'm gonna be cool with that shit. And I just stopped and I just looked at him. I was like, don't call me a nigga, like, cause it was how he said. Like he's like nigga, like don't say it like that. Yeah, nigga. Like it was just so random, and I don't like that shit. Don't say everything. I have a name for a reason. My name is Elisha, so call me Elisha. Don't call me a nigga. I don't call you a cracker every time I see you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we can call you, if you feel like you can say nigga, then don't feel weird when I call you a cracker, cause you letting that word hurt you, just like we letting the word nigga hurt us.
But the word cracker is not
I just feel
offensive though.
Like
people, they just don't know the history of
white people just get mad about shit.
Anything that white people done to others that gets done to them, they feel like.
Yeah, you know how I feel. You know, I've been saying.
I'm not gonna say this is all white people because not all white people.
Yeah, this is
the
not
only
just
white person I
all.
Yeah.
We were talking about like
a specific group.
The only white person I fuck with for real is Aaron. That's it. The rest of them was all racist, low key.
But I feel like Aaron was just as wrong too because she knew what was going on and she ain't checked it. I'm not saying you gotta go out your way and check every single person.
Yeah,
but if you know they saying certain shit, you just going.
Aaron's
her boyfriend had a freaking statue of a black slave eating watermelon in her bed.
Yes, that's disrespectful.
Yeah,
what is that?
He used to piss me off though. I used to go off on Tyler. I'd be like, Tyler, you better not try no shit with me because I will slap the fuck out of you.
Like that's wild.
Damn.
I slapped him because he called me a bitch. I was like, I'm not white. This is not this.
Yo, he did. Whoa.
He called me. He was in the middle of the class. He was like, bitch. I was like, so I slapped him. Wow. I don't play that shit. You're not gonna disrespect me. The fuck.
Wow.
What's going on here, man? I don't know.
Y'all have some funny interactions.
I have
I don't know. I just feel like what still shocks me today is how comfortable white people are with saying that word.
We do the keeps it
Like,
Who else does it?
But I'm just saying, it takes me off guard because like some people around me, they be saying it like girl, like some of them say it around me, and I'm just like.
If I say the word white people, I'm not talking about all white people. If you feel offended, then obviously you're guilty. So if you're not doing it, then don't say shit.
Wear it.
That's with anybody, but that's with anything I'm talking about. But if white people get so offended by every little thing I say about that group of people, then I'm not coming for you. I'm talking about the shit that I can't help it that y'all done had 500 plus years of bullshit. Y'all the only group of people that's doing all this.
Y'all believe in reverse racism?
No. Probably like I would believe reverse racism if like other races, like other minorities had power.
What is the definition of reverse racism?
The Caucasian races always had power.
See, that's what me and Elisha said.
Regardless of the fact.
We felt like there's no way that a minority could be racist to a white person. We could be stereotypical. We could be biased.
I could be prejudiced.
I mean, but if a minority did have a power of some sort, like say if I owned a business and I was discriminating towards a white person, then yeah, that's kind of racism in a way. But like on an overall scale, like no, because we don't have no power, we don't have no money.
We're all broke.
We all broke. When we get picked up for not even a gram of weed, we still getting 40 years. Or even crack, we still getting 40 years to life.
I don't know. Crack.
Did that guy get convicted?
Who?
The one that shot the lady?
No, he got charged. He's out on bond right now. Atianna, the cop that killed Atianna.
So what happened? He shot her through her window?
Yeah, so her door was cracked open a little bit. So the neighbors called, said they thought it would have been a break-in.
Okay, time out. They don't know that that's their car in their parking lot or their driveway or anything?
Well, no, they saw the door open, so they thought, oh, somebody broke in.
It was at nighttime?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they thought, oh shoot, somebody broke in. And then they called the cops showed up. He didn't knock on the window, he didn't walk through the door, he just walked straight to the door. He didn't do nothing, he just walked around the house instead of looking in. And then he saw her walking down the hallway. And all he said was, he was like, put your hands up. And then he was like, put, and he shot. It was like, put your hands up.
Yeah, he didn't even finish his sentence. He started shooting, and then he finished his sentence. Like when he started his sentence, he said, put your pop. What?
That's not funny. Though. People, I mean, there's like really no way to.
Y'all have to watch the video. But
I've seen it.
Really wild.
There's like no way to defend that.
I've seen it a whole bunch of times.
How do you... Okay. I understand you might think someone broke into the house, right? Because the person who called them, I don't think it was with ill intention. They genuinely thought someone was breaking into the house. And I didn't see the whole video, so how open was it like wide open?
I know they feel bad.
I don't know, it was like a little crack.
So if like this was like...
But my thing is, yeah, it was just like a little bit.
So instead of like saying like, you know, you don't have. Why would you shoot her? Obviously, what was she doing when she was going on? She
was just watching.
She was playing the game with her baby,
with her nephew.
Yeah, so her nephew saw her get killed.
Probably.
Or he saw her.
She went to go check it out, and I guess like he saw her through the window, cause basically going back to the both them John thing. They checking you in their property. You on their property. And they checking out what's going on, and then when they see you, ain't no question or nothing. Just pop.
I don't think, personally, I don't feel like it was racially motivated. I don't think he shot. I think.
First, ask questions later.
I mean, I
feel like it is though, because when you call, for instance, when the neighbors call the police, if you're calling the police for anything, having to do with somebody else, the first thing that the dispatcher asks is, what's their name, what color race, or what race are they, what do they look like? So, if you're going to go check out that property, police, they have a computer in the car. They write tags. They know who lives there. So you know it's a black lady that lives there. And then it's like, it's way too many coincidences of cops just running up on people.
Cops need something.
Pop.
Because...
And not to be subjective, but particularly white cops.
There needs to be some type of checking balance.
This one guy, I watched that interview for the guy who shot Mike Brown. He said that in his defense, he was like, I went through my training. But, like, we was talking about it, they have, like, a continuum of force. They got the pepper spray, they got the taser, they got the gun, and they got the first is the baton. And he talked about something, he was scared because Mike Brown's bigger than him. I was like, but they're both in the same weight category and the height.
Wasn't the cop like 6'5"?
That's what I'm saying. They're both in the same categories. It's like size, and he said he was scared. I just feel like I don't know if it was racially motivated, but they fucked up by trying to say, oh, she had a gun. It was in Texas for one. Her gun was in her room, nowhere near her. So I mean, I feel like for them to bring that fact up that she did have a gun was wrong.
They're just trying to justify it. That's all.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that whole issue of police brutality is gonna change until like it starts getting popped at. Cause like at the point it's getting to where like they're not even asking questions or nothing. They see you, pop. Nothing after that.
Yeah, they don't even try to go through they system of doing shit. They just skip right to the worst case scenario off rip. Like, come on now.
You know that one police department that got in trouble for getting pictures of black people and using that as a shooting target?
Yeah, I remember.
I feel like all of them people should have got fired.
They're not going to.
But that's the thing though, like
they should have cleaned that shit out because there's no way just because you take away the top person that got it, all the people in there obviously was shooting the target.
Y'all gotta think the old people that were racist back then, like when Martin Luther King were alive, a lot of those people they're still alive and they still own these organizations.
Mm-hmm.
Like they still doctors, they still lawyers, they still police officers, they're sheriffs and
The
stuff.
KKK is not gonna come out and
They're just not open about it.
They're the cops now. They're the lawyers. They're the judges. They're the attorneys. They're the people that we look to when it comes to the government and shit. They running it.
And that's why they have the hoods, cause you wouldn't know. Cause
What you said to them?
They got a YouTube channel.
The KKK?
Yeah, the KKK got a website and a phone line. Y'all want to call it?
nah.
Yeah.
I remember AJ called it one time. He got scared. He said it's the KKK nights. He said that's close. I'm scared.
I just feel like, but also though, y'all, I feel like a lot of people get mad at the white people that don't know. Like, I feel like there's a lot of white folks that just are oblivious to it because they just feel like
But they're not from them.
That's what I'm saying. They live in their head because it's like they had the privilege to do that.
That or they live in environments where they've never seen or heard about police brutality.
That's what I'm saying.
But
So
it's
they're
also
oblivious. So I feel like a lot of people get mad at people like that because they're not like condoning it, but at the same time they're not fighting it.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of them are just oblivious. They don't know.
That's because some parents, like for instance, a lot of parents, what they do, I was kind of raised this way, but like, if you don't have to be in an environment,
Why would you even expose them?
they're not going to expose their child to that.
It's like with the like what I was talking about with the civil rights movement in like the 60s and stuff. There was black families that weren't in the city that lived out in their fields. They had their own property. They were well off. And why would they go into the city to protest something and possibly get killed or get harmed? And then their kids don't got nobody to raise them. It's
And
like,
that's how a lot of people
I'm
work.
gonna shield my kids so they don't have to be exposed to that. If they can go to school in this area and they can be successful in this area and live over here, I'm not gonna teach them and go out my way to expose them to something like this for no reason. I feel like that's how some white people are. I'm not gonna expose them and tell them.
And I
Hey.
respect that. I mean,
Why would
I
you?
wouldn't do it, but I respect
But there's
it.
a certain extent that you can do that because you can shield your kid, but only for so long because eventually they are going to grow up and go into the real world. So if you have a kid and they are black, one day you're going to have to tell them, Like, that's what my aunt had to do with my cousin. She was like, she had to let him know, like, hey, shit be happening, so you need to be careful. So if you ever get pressed by a cop, like, don't do no irrational shit. Like, don't even move. She told him, she was like, don't even fucking move. Because either you're not full black, but you are part black and you look black, so don't move. That's what she told him. She was like, don't reach for your phone, don't call me. I know you're scared, but don't do nothing.
It's a shame that's the reality.
But that's what I'm saying. He's never been exposed to that shit, but he's getting to the point where he could go places himself or go places with groups of his friends.
Yeah.
And you know, if they get pressed, like, what? And he don't know. He thinking, oh, shit's cool. My mom, I'm finna call my mom, let her know. The cop shot that one kid with the Wii remote because he thought it was a gun.
Matter of fact, y'all seen him?
He literally knocked. He knocked on the door. The kid came to the door with a fucking Wii remote.
Was
and
it
shot
black?
him. Yes.
Y'all remember Tamir Rice? When they
with the
he
toy
had
gun?
the toy gun
Yeah.
and they pulled up on him.
He was at the playground.
They sped like
They
hopped out.
That's what I'm saying. Like a little ass kid.
It was a toy gun. He was literally just. Someone called the cops, said there was a boy at the park with a gun. So the cops pull up, and they see him. He's like fucking 6, and he's just playing with his gun. Cops roll out the car on some fucking Mission Impossible shit and kill his ass.
See, I like that.
And then it's like on video.
Oh, that was bad timing, bro. That was bad timing.
I like that.
See, on exposed.
Then it's like on
My
video,
fault.
and we see this. Ain't not happening.
You know, there's a solution to this. Move to Dubai.
You know they have these at Dollar General. I'm gonna get you one for Christmas. That's next holiday. Or your birthday coming up, right?
Oh, it's Thanksgiving, son.
When is everyone's birthday?
Okay, then you gonna cook for Thanksgiving?
The 15th?
I'll be in December.
I'm going to Orlando.
So do you want a birthday present and a Christmas present, or like?
I can't. Like that's it.
So you gonna leave us?
This is too close. They don't never give me
Facts,
money.
you just gonna leave me.
Like it's either
Damn.
either
You
You got family, bro. What the heck?
It's never both.
Them bitches not finna cook.
10
You
days.
finna go to chow time.
But don't Filipinos have like big feasts?
No.
Y'all don't
We
cook.
don't.
Filipinos don't cook. When did Asians stop cooking?
Thanksgiving.
You know, this new generation of Asians
Okay,
been exposed
first of
to
all-
America's culture too
First of
long.
all,
They don't know how to cook no more.
Thanksgiving, honestly, Thanksgiving never been a big deal to my mom, my grandma.
I've never supported Thanksgiving.
But that's what I'm saying though.
Bro,
Like
we don't
it's
support
never.
it. It's not. We don't support it for the reason why Indians got killed. We
We
support it
should.
for
Turkey
food
Day.
and family. Like there's a
My
point
grandma
where
don't
time
cook
ain't being too
no more.
much.
I feel like she only cooked for my pops, cause you know
What she cook for him?
she used to cook turkey and all this shit, but he used to get mad because
That turkey be dry.
no,
Cook
I
some.
forgot where it was.
Like
It wasn't enough people. You know what I'm saying? It's just Thanksgiving, my brother.
There's the episode of Boondog. Like this is chicken cold.
Oh yeah.
Y'all.
I'm pretty out
You was that episode where the chicken epidemic?
Oh yeah.
Was smuggling chicken in the house.
I'm scared to die.
I'm
I'm real.
You turn
I'm so
into Eli.
scared.
You know what? You the female Eli.
No, I am scared for real.
What you gotta die for what?
I was scared to be in the house by myself. Cause like, to be honest, I don't have no like. If someone tried to rob me and shoot me, I'm gonna just be like, you know, if God say it's time to go, it's time to go.
True.
Truth is, I never should've let you go.
Can we go get something to eat?
You
Oh,
killed
very
me
good
because
episode.
now I
Episode
know. When it's all said and done.
So,
Are y'all going to the fair this year?
No.
we're giving out free tickets to the fair. Hit us up if you want some.
$10
Please.
per ticket.
Please do not let that boy lie to you.
We giving out. We got 50 tickets for free. We gonna give them out to anybody who hit us up.
Elijah, please, Elijah Woods is probably the wrong person.
Don't say my name. My name is Tion English. Yeah.
Why is he staring down sights, bro?
Hey,
She's
y'all
ugly.
heard how Cuba Gooding Jr. giving it
She's
up?
never been cute to me.
That's a good.
Giving what up?
Didn't she
Y'all heard
start
how he
saying
did that?
pee on me and sit on my face?
He told well, allegedly he told the girl to pee on me and sit on my face.
There's a video of him at the club wilding out too.
That's what he likes. That's what he likes.
I've seen a lot of videos of people wilding out.
Pissed on.
What is going on?
What
You
y'all
too
let
old for
somebody
this.
pee on you?
No. Was you?
It's so fun. Oh,
Is that Call of Duty?
yeah.
Boy, you late.
Oh, it's not right. It's not another jump back. Oh, I'm getting bodies. Are these bots or are they real people?
It's both.
Okay, because these suck, bro. I got a score streak already. This is my first game.
Yeah, it's probably bots there, bro.
This is my first day out here. I don't know.
The Ku Klux Klan really got
Man, bro, my man has no shirt on. Bro.
Yo, Cuba get turned.
Boy, he been on the
He did have
drugs.
fun.
Y'all, what happened to the guy who was on That's So Raven?
I'll jump.
Ah, dang.
Oh, you talking
Orlando
about
Brown?
Orlando Brown? Yeah. Bro,
Man.
was on them drugs.
I used to follow him on Instagram.
Oh, God.
If
He
you
Yeah,
got
that
hurt,
was-
hit me
He
up.
used to be funny, bro.
He used to scare me on
If you
Instagram.
know how to
Uploaded
sell,
it from, like,
if you
fucking
sell
somebody.
drugs, please hit me up. I
Yeah.
have a
I
job.
just don't follow. Like he dead as a boy.
That was weird.
I really feel bad for
He
him.
put a filter on it all.
That whole cast just went down the drain. What happened to fucking
Raven
Raven?
turned into
She
cool.
talking about she not black.
She's not black.
What is she?
You can't define me by my race, my color.
She's, I don't know what she is. She said she's not anything. She said she's nothing.
I used to fuck with her. Never mind.
Damn.
That's how I feel.
That whole cast was like. Hey, y'all know the lady who played Chloe from Smallville? She was like involved in like sex trafficking ring, like kids. It's like so wild.
Women do that too, and that's crazy because it's
I just
like,
told you what's man do it. All the Clintons do it. Hillary and Bill, they nasty.
that's like that one movie, Hostel.
Matter of fact, Epstein was gonna snitch.
Didn't he get killed? Or he
Yeah,
committed
so
suicide?
Why you think he got killed?
He was gonna allegedly he was gonna tell about what was going on the islands when Bill came on the island, Trump came on the
Y'all should have
island,
known Bill was up to no
and
good.
then mysteriously just
Oh, I got the final kill. Oh my god.
Bro, you was probably the only one in that lobby that was real.
I feel like the presidents be sending hits on
Like,
people.
clap. Like,
Go get him. I want his head right now.
Yeah. They was gonna spoil
I have a
it.
question for y'all. Y'all think the president really sleep in the White House?
No,
Not
No.
really.
they don't have to.
No, I'm not saying like they have to, but if they were supposed to be like, that's what we told. That's
Not
what
in
they
the
did.
house.
I don't
Probably
think they.
underneath the ground.
I think they don't. I think that's a prop. It's a whole like.
Hoax.
Yeah, not I'm gonna say a hoax, but it's like
I
it's
feel like
real.
they do shit.
They do business in there, but I don't think that everything that they. Why would they tell us literally everything that goes?
They
on
be there
inside
because
the
I've been. They be there and they do not play. Like you can't even touch the gate.
Yes,
You can't even like get close to the gate. They have people on the roof,
There's
like
people-
AKs
everywhere.
everywhere. It's like
Now,
What
what
is
if
that?
someone dropped the bomb on you in White House? They're your butt.
What is that? What is that? That building that Congress meets in?
The fucking Capitol.
Pentagon.
Like
They'll be shot down before they can drop bomb on.
Facts. It's a name for it, but there are
It's
snipers on
restricted
top of the
airspace, probably
roof.
like over the whole Washington.
Nothing.
If someone had randomly shot a shot at a conference, she was the one that was escorting him to the real spot that where he was going to. That's it. So she knew where he was at all times.
Don't the president got like? Don't they say he's got like a bunker or something like that?
Yeah, they do. It's under the White House, supposedly.
Crazy.
The whole time it's under.
I don't think they would be openly
It's under
just
the
telling us
McDonald's.
what's going on.
Facts. Yeah, I don't believe all that. Why would y'all tell us everything that's going on? Because we go know exactly where the president is.
I'll tell y'all how.
Oh, so
Speaking of coats,
interesting.
Yo, just
Let's real speak. He's saying something.
speaking of coats, that Kanye Sunday circle mighty suspicious.
You think it's a cult? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Kanye got some diehard fans.
I want to be in a cult,
Literally.
but I'm not willing to
Nah,
lie,
you
so
don't.
don't accept me.
drink some Kool-Aid.
Christianity is in a cult.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anything can be a cult for real.
Facts. It's
Technically, all in current day and time, it wouldn't be looked at as that. But like, if somebody was to start a new religion, it would be considered a cult. That's really what religions are now. It's considered a cult.
You following one person, there's one person, and you willing to die for it. And I'm like, bro.
Are you willing to die
I'm not
for
really
it?
like you told me.
I saw the picture, bro. That's why I posted the picture.
Why he's holding it like this?
I don't know. Cause I was trying to get it to stuff. Honorable Sacred Knights Ku Klux Klan. Wow. It don't get that many views though.
And just time for your interview.
So how did
Yay!
you last the first week?
Yeah, how you last the
I
first
just
week?
told y'all.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it. Don't let her tell the story.
Okay,
She
no,
go live.
this what happened for real though. I saw him in class, and I liked his hair because it was blue.
That's it.
I'm not finna cap. I saw him in class. I was like, damn, that's cool. I ain't never seen that before. So that's what checked me to him. And then later on that later on that night, Devontae texted me talking about some on Snapchat, talking about some why you didn't text my bro back. I was like, what to talk about? Cause I didn't even see his.
Oh, so
he
he texted you first?
He texted me first. No. He texted me
gotta say
first.
it in
I'm gonna
right
be
order.
real. I'm gonna be real though. I didn't even see his message
You gotta stay in.
on Messenger, cause you know we was in the group chat or whatever. So I didn't see his message, cause it was in all that other shit. So I didn't see
Hidden
it.
messages or something?
No, he texted me on Messenger, but I had other messages from Messenger because I was in the group chat. Okay, don't do that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. And then Devontae texted me on Snapchat, and then I finally texted him back. And then Elisha was trying to dub me. I don't care what he said, but he was trying to dub me because I gave him a compliment. He was being dry. He was trying to just stop talking to me.
I was on the game. All right, so this is what happened. So it was that same Friday because we had Miss Lang that Friday, and she was sitting by Eli, and later that day, because me and Steven was talking about it, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna mess her. So later that night, we was all in the party. It was like 8 of us. I think that was the first time our party was like really cool. So we was in that party, and I was like, I'm gonna mess her. So I messed her. I said, hey.
I would have removed the message.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's why I'm not dating you.
No, but he really did try to dub me. We was having a whole
She
conversation.
said your hair is really hard. I said appreciate it. And then she said play me automated skin. I said alright.
See, I had to make the first move trying to get his number.
After she tried to like.
And then he stopped
like,
texting me completely, so I had to make it to be honest status.
No.
So he would
She
text
tried to
me
make
back.
it seem like I was elite. Cause I had texted you and was like, oh. Like she talking about she don't know who I was. She telling Devontae she ain't never seen you before and all that.
Oh yeah, because I promise you, I didn't remember him. Because the picture that Devontae sent me didn't look like him. All I know was blue
I
hair.
didn't have blue hair in the picture. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's all I saw when I first saw
Noah
him.
said he was a clown.
Yeah, Noah thinks I'm a clone because he doesn't remember me from before I came back from Charlotte.
Bitch, he remember me from last year.
But yeah.
Hey, what are you in school for?
I hate you, bitch.
That's a good question.
What are you doing with your life?
I'm finna drop out.
I ain't say that.
Collecting my FAFSA money,
I'm
finna get my taxes
asking
back,
questions.
and I'm set. That's it. That's all.
I got me a headshot. I just ran off on Tom Brady from the New England Patriots.
The real tea is I'm finna pimp Elisha out. I got hoes lined up for him. They're paying.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Oh.
Y'all
Y'all
in your relationship?
You know, I mean, he making money. I don't got to do this. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying?
So what y'all doing in the community?
Yeah, what are
Yeah.
you doing for the community?
What are
Y'all
y'all
getting
doing
back?
for the community?
I
What are
got
y'all
money to
doing
get
for the
back. If
community?
I had the money, I would.
Oh wait, you know what I did for the community? I bought this homeless fan food. I told him, he was like, and you know, at first I was like, damn, what if he not homeless for real?
You want that shit.
But he was like, what's my
Yes.
he was like, what's my limit? I was like $10. Cause I was like, I don't know what he wanted. Cause he wasn't telling me nothing. I was like, what do you want? He was like, I don't know, I just need a loaf of bread. I was like, okay, I guess $10. Cause you know everything in Dollar General cheap. Yeah. But anyways,
Nah, just trying to make my
So I told him
kids,
$10.
like, good. Like,
I be trying to give back to the community when I feel it. Like I don't give it to every homeless person.
that's what I'm saying.
If
When
I
I
feel
said,
like when I feel it in my heart or my dick, like you should probably give something to them. That's when I do it. Other than that, I'll look at a homeless person dead in their face and just keep riding.
Look at him like,
Sorry, bro.
I was
Look
really
Yeah, that
bad.
right in their face.
I mean, he asked for money.
bro.
What?
But I know.
I got bills due. What you
I
mean?
knew he was really homeless though, because when I said $10, he was like, "Wow, oh, I don't even eat that."
I don't be knowing who's who though.
You can tell.
When they be on the street,
You like used to walk past here, but
He had stickers out to them. Go listen to our podcast.
Y'all want
You can go dap him up.
Y'all think that? Devin said he was going
Bro, Devin, we're not gonna talk about that.
put people in the shirts.
I feel like that's.
We're not gonna speak.
I don't know.
I already said some bitch.
Anyways, guys, I think I should start a YouTube channel.
You and Elisha, or just you?
Just me. Elisha can be a feature.
Speaking of which, why have you a lot of friends?
What are you gonna post on YouTube?
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty funny, and I feel like I
Don't be like Eli. She don't have a hit channel.
Boy, she's gonna post random clips. She'll have a 30-second clip of her laughing.
Listen.
Eli got his shit clap.
Swipe.
Snipe.
R.I.P. R.I.P. my whole channel, man.
But look, shout out to her though.
You here now.
Yeah, R.I.P. to
Real
my
ass bitch.
oh, chill.
Every female at Wahlberg now got colored hair. It's a bunch of Power Rangers.
Name drop.
Okay, because I'm finna dye my hair. Alright, we change the subject. Eli.
No,
let's
you
talk
still
about
We still on you. You ain't say nothing for real. He asked you what you was doing at school and you said...
Y'all, I'm finna be a social worker. That's it. I'm finna work with kids. That's it.
I need to be a lawyer.
Why?
I want to be a lawyer, but I'm gonna wait until I'm older because I don't have the focus for that. So I need to be bored with life in order to just settle down and do that.
That's honest.
Matter of fact, I was in the lawyer office Thursday, and like they was going this couple they was going through a mean divorce. Now I'm talking about the husband was outside the room just.
But that's I don't want to do that. I'm like, if I do the lawyer,
Why were you there?
I was there.
Oh,
Also,
you should have lawyer.
you should have told me. My auntie worked with DCL. She's a child lawyer.
which one?
Brittany.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
she
I
was
told you. That's what I told you. Cause she went to UCF too.
Yup.
I told you. I was
She got
literally.
the
She's exactly what I want to be. But I want to.
That's crazy. Everybody in my family work with kids. My mom works with kids at Lakeview. My auntie works with kids as a lawyer. My other auntie is the math head at her charter school. And then my grandma used to work with kids with trouble kids.
I used to want to.
Maybe that's what I need
girl
to
like that.
Success, boy.
I think I want to work with
That
kids.
is success.
I feel like you could. I feel like you
Sister
could.
ain't had no job. Mom.
Alright, bro. Oh, no.
Shout out to my mom. She finna put me on her insurance.
My mom might kill.
What? Y'all heard that?
Oh, my mom's birthday was yesterday.
Happy
I told her.
birthday.
I told her birthday.
Tell her I
She
said
texted me
happy
back.
birthday.
I didn't even see her. So.
Did she get cake?
As soon as the album drop, I'm out of the deal.
I don't know.
You don't know what that means.
Anyway, so how do y'all feel about me dropping the YouTube
See,
channel?
look at my old friends.
My thighs hurt.
We're not talking about